Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Hayden and I make videos in fitness and in life. Today we have a very special guest joining us named Vinny. Hello honey. He wanted to join us for the video, so we're gonna chat all about life after heartbreak. When I was creating this video, I was trying to figure out what angle I was going to take on it. There's so many different things I could address, but I decided for today's video that I'm going to address different things that I've learned in love or life after heartbreak in hopes of sharing that lesson with you, so maybe you don't have to make or learn the same lesson. There are 3 things that I would say do not do in love or life after heartbreak. I also want to share with you guys, what can love look like? What can it look like after heartbreak? And then there are 3 decisions that I had to make in order to live my most open and happiest and most free life. So I hope you guys are excited. If you're here for this Evolve series too, and you're excited about all of these topics we're talking about, go ahead and comment down below. I'm here for this in the comment section, and I cannot wait to read all of your comments. Let's go ahead and hop into the very first thing that I would say do not do. Do not, yes, I'm using the pointing finger, do not believe the lie that you are unlovable or that you are not capable of love anymore just because you once got your heart broken or just because you once went through something so difficult and so bad. I'm gonna go real deep on you guys real quick here, but I truly believe that we all come from this source of love and the source of light and goodness, and I think that different bad experiences or negative things in life or hard experiences in life bring us further and further away from that love. And so if you're feeling in your head like you're unlovable or you can't love again or love isn't meant for you, those are all lies. Those are lies that the negative energy, or if you believe in God and Satan, then Satan, whatever you believe, that's what they want you to believe. All the negative energy and everything in the world wants you to believe that, and you're not. You need to choose to believe in the midst of heartbreak, in the midst of feeling like you'll never love again or like someone will never love you again. You have to choose to believe that you are lovable and you are worthy because you are already loved. You just don't know it, and maybe you gave your love to the wrong person, but it can happen again. So do not give in to the lie that you are unlovable and that you cannot love again. Number 2, do not close yourself off and put up the Great Wall of China between you and everybody else. I know that it may seem like you're guarding yourself or you're protecting yourself by putting up all of these walls and never letting anyone get too close to you. In reality, you are just blocking yourself off from all of the positive energy and the good vibes that God, the world, the universe wants to send to you. All the positive energy and love in the world wants to come towards you. And when you do that, you think you're only doing it on like, okay, just this section of my life I'm gonna block off. But really, you've put this massive force field on you, and all the good vibes are like, I'm trying to come in, and it's like bing, like bouncing off of you. So put down the force field, take down the walls. It doesn't mean not to be educated or not to be cautious in what you do, but having like concrete walls of China up is just not a good idea, I promise. In addition, this doesn't mean that you have to be open to everything or that you have to go on a date when you're not ready. That's not at all what this one means. It just means that when the time does come, when you do feel like you want to go on a date or be with somebody or whatever it is, don't have all of these walls up, because it's just prolonging the experience of you guys getting to know each other to figure out if you guys are a good match or not. The 3rd thing I would say do not do is do not bring the previous relationship into this relationship. Someone asked in my Q&A, how do you make sure that it's a new dynamic with the new person that you're with? And the easiest answer is the fact that they're completely a new person, a completely different person. So there's no way in the world that it could ever be the same thing that it was before. So you have to constantly remind yourself. And another way to look at it is, don't judge the other person based on what your ex did or based on what a few exes ago did or whatever it is. Like maybe you were with someone for so long that you're conditioned that when someone says this or does this, that they mean this or they mean that. And it might not be true at all for this new person. So give this person the benefit of the doubt. Let them prove themselves with their actions, with their words, and don't judge them based off of all of your scars that you have from previous relationships. I think the biggest point with this is just don't assume. Don't assume you know. Always ask better questions. If you think that they are being rude to you or like putting you down or whatever it is, maybe you're just accustomed to that, but maybe that's not what they're actually doing. Ask them questions. I think the best thing you can do to make sure that you're not assuming is ask questions in order to gain clarity. And when you're asking those questions, tell them, hey, I'm kind of feeling this way, but I want to gain clarity on if that was your intention or not, or if this is what you mean or not. This is how I perceived it. Is this really what you mean by this? Or did you mean something different? Having better conversation, asking better questions will allow you guys to have better communication and to make sure that you don't bring previous relationship into this one. So what could love look like after heartbreak? What could your life look like after heartbreak? Now, definitely watch the How to Get Through Heartbreak video if you're just initially going through heartbreak. There are different phases, different seasons, and I think it's really normal, especially if you get so heartbroken that you say, you know, I'm never gonna date anyone again, or I feel like this just wasn't meant for me, or whatever. I think those are normal reactions, and maybe you're like, I'm not dating anyone right now. It's totally okay, and I think for a lot of people, it's a good thing to spend time alone, get to know yourself, maybe do some personal development. Like, get time alone, take yourself out on dates. I took myself out on so many dates and I loved it, and I was the best date ever because I always did whatever I wanted to do. And it was great. Anyways, take yourself out on dates, enjoy the time, but when that phase kind of comes of when you think you are ready, just know that you can be hopeful, that it can be new, it can be exciting, adventurous, it can be whatever you make it. So be hopeful, don't be so negative, and don't think that just because one thing didn't work, or just because you gave your entire heart and your entire soul to somebody and it didn't work out, that it'll never work out again. That's just really not true, and it's a limiting belief that's holding you back from the love and the good energy that the universe wants to send you, maybe in the form of a person. Okay, so I had to make 3 decisions when choosing love after heartbreak, and the very first decision I had to make was feel the fear and do it anyways. I had so much fear and so many things holding me back from going into a new relationship, or even allowing myself the thought of really committing to somebody. I had so many limiting beliefs about it and so many fears. It was actually so many that I actually want to share some of them with you. Okay, so we have my journal here, and this is just where I will either journal thoughts, maybe I'll do a gratitude list, I'll do my intentions for the day, maybe daily excellence list, but there are some times when I just have thoughts that I need to get out on paper and I need to get it like out of my system. So I kind of initially, when I was making this video, I was like, you know what, maybe I will just do it from a teaching standpoint of like, you know, hey, you shouldn't believe that you're unlovable, you know, don't close yourself off, don't bring the last relationship in, and I'll just teach on these really good points because they're things that I learned personally. But I think what will be more impactful is actually sharing the real words that I wrote down, because I did share this with one friend of mine and they were completely shocked that this came out of my mouth. I guess, you know, they see me as this like confident, you know, whatever it is, and I think I was really hurt, and I was trying to protect myself, and I was just going through something. So I want to share this with you guys, and this is definitely just exactly what is written, so let's get vulnerable, why don't we? Okay, so I wrote this sitting on Venice Beach near the waves, and I said, all right, it's time to cut out the bullshit. I've been holding back. I believe things that are untrue about myself or that are not good for me. I have the biggest heart. I have so much love to give. I pretend I'm okay just giving that to friends and people in general, as if I'm really okay being single forever. But the truth is, I so deeply desire to love and be loved. I love myself. I'm happy by myself. But damn, I would love a partner in crime. In April, my marriage officially ended. I don't want to feel the pain I felt ever again. I never want to feel it again. So what is this? Fear. It's fear of what if. Seriously, Emily, you preach feeling the fear and doing it anyways, but you were unwilling to do this in this area? Why? Because I feel guilty. I feel like because I'm the one that left the bad relationship, that it's all my fault. The pain, the hardship, and the loss. I won't even get a dog for the fear of losing them again. We've made progress since then. It's crazy reading this. I think I don't deserve happiness like everyone else. Like it's not for me because I tried and it didn't work out. So that's where I was at, guys. And I want to share another part. I wrote down more. So, you know, I went through so much more of that, and I was like, you know what, today's the day that this changes. I will no longer live this way. I'm no longer gonna pretend that I'm just okay being alone for the rest of my life, because I don't want to go through hurt. I don't want to put anyone else through hurt, so it shouldn't be for me. It shouldn't be. And then I went through writing down exactly what I wanted for my life. Like, let's just say, like, you know, without hesitation, I can just write out my dream life. What would that look like? So I wrote it all out, and at the end, I wrote, I will manifest all of this for my life. And on a larger scale, I'd like to be doing seminars, interviews, books, and I will teach others how to do it in their lives, because then they will go on and teach their family, friends, neighbors, and there will be more good people who live life on high frequencies, doing good things, loving the world and the people in it. It will change the world. I can change the entire world. Some may call me ambitious. But I have to start with myself. I have to be ready mentally and physically to accept. For example, my pro card. It didn't happen until I was truly ready and at peace. Money will not happen until I am truly ready, accepting of it, believing it is already mine, and at peace, even if it doesn't happen right now. Love will not happen unless I allow myself to let go of my past and fully believe that I deserve it, fully believe that it exists out there for me, and raise my frequency to knowing it is coming. I'm right there, so close. I know I'm going to have to do all of these things. I'm a born leader. I must lead by example. So it's time to fucking do it already. Stop waiting. Stop believing these things deep down that you know aren't true. Don't you dare believe you are okay with where you currently are just because this level of life is what you once dreamed of. It's okay to be daily grateful, appreciative, and awesome that you stay humble, but loving your life and just getting by isn't enough, and you know it. Don't hold back from yourself or the world. Start being passionately, loudly you. Be everything you are without fear. Love boldly, strongly, unapologetically. Quit planning and just be. Intense, driven, and focused. These are your strengths. Conquer everything using these to your advantage. So I guess I used it as somewhat of a outlet of what I was feeling, and I thought through all of my feelings out on paper. And the reason why I wanted to get really vulnerable and share that with you guys is because, like I said, I can sit here and teach it all day, but I think showing you guys like literally where I was at and literally saying like it actually makes me sad to look back and think that I truly did not believe that I deserved happiness like everybody. I felt like I was just I felt really, really low, and I was really happy. I was really happy being alone and by myself, and happy with my friendships and my business and everything that I had. But I knew that there was so much more in me. I knew that I had so much love to give, even a dog, you know, and man, I'm so glad that I did, because this brings me to the second and third point that I have of the few decisions that I had to make. The second decision I had to make was to go all in the next time that I went into a relationship. And this took me a long time when I got into the new relationship that I'm in now. And it was so many phases. And I probably could have cut those phases down more than half if I had just decided earlier to just do it. You know, it was kind of like I was like doing it at a distance. Like, okay, like, you know, I'm going to keep you this far away because if things don't work out, I can't get hurt. You know, and really all that did was prolong the journey of us getting to know each other, of us really seeing if this is something, you know, that's meant for us long term. The third decision that I had to make is based off of a quote, and you guys have all heard it, and it's, "'Tis better to have loved and lost than to never love at all." And I had to really make that decision for myself. I've heard that quote so many times, and I don't think I really fully understood it until I had my heart broken, like shattered into pieces, and I was so just broken inside that I decided I would not love again. And I made that decision that I wasn't gonna love again, and that's just kind of where I saw my life going. I like came to accept the fact that I would be single forever. Literally, I thought that. And I think a lot of it came from just trying to protect myself, but I think when it came down to it, that right there, that journal entry proved that I would rather love and be hurt again than to never feel love in the world ever again. And of course, I loved my friends. I loved, you know, the business, and I loved everything that I was doing. I just knew that there was so much more love in me. There's like this exploding amount of love that like I wanted to give to somebody. I wanted to give that to somebody and to another dog one day. And I, you know, slowly made progress. I started with Vinny for sure. Vinny definitely opened up my heart in a lot of ways. So just to recap the video for you all, the 3 things that I do not want you to do is, number 1, do not believe the lie that you are unlovable or that you cannot love again. I promise you can. Number 2, do not close yourself off and put the Great Wall of China up. It's just not a good idea. Number 3, do not bring your last relationship into the new one. Decisions you will have to make. Feel the fear and do it anyways. When you do it, go all in. And number 3, would you rather love and lost than never love at all? And I think love is the answer. I think love is always the answer. It's actually incredible the amount of love that's out there for you. And even if you're not in a relationship, like the world is like circulating with love. You just have to first show love, I think, in order to attract that to you. So don't forget that whatever you're putting out in the world, that's what you're gonna get back. So if you're putting in negativity and you're putting in a mindset where nothing's gonna work out and love doesn't exist, that's probably what you're finding. But if you just choose to believe differently and choose to believe that there is love, there are good people out there, and whether the love comes in the form of a relationship or friendships or whatever it is, I truly believe that love is out there for everybody. So love is always the answer. Speaking of love, you guys know that I am now in a new relationship, and his name's Max, and he is absolutely incredible. Like, I think if I was gonna take my chances on anyone breaking my heart, that I'm in good hands and I'll take my chances with him. Of course, the realistic part of me is like, of course, like maybe one day this doesn't work out, but right now it's really, really good, and we've worked through so many things together, and we've come so far from being together, you know, for how long we have, and it's been really amazing. He's like excellent. He is excellent. Anyways, I wanted to share with you guys, we had a workout the other day, and one of my really good friends filmed it. I'll put his information below. Ayush, he was amazing. It was a really cool video, so I actually want to insert that video now so that you guys can see a little bit of us. So please, you guys, welcome Max to the channel. He's great, and I'm just very happy right now. So yes, that is it. Okay, done. I'm getting blushed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for letting me get vulnerable with you all. Please let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this Evolve Season 2. And also, now that we've concluded the Heartbreak series, what is the next topic you guys want me to talk on? I may put some ideas down below, and if you like one of those, let me know. I'll put it like in the comment section. Otherwise, just comment down below and let me know what it is. Don't forget, on your way out, give this video a thumbs up. As always, be sure to subscribe so you can be notified of all of my new videos. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.